Good morning, TCG. This is the BYOC recap of yesterday's hour-and-a-half call where we went over approximately 50 charts. And these are the highlights of BYOC, some of the information we went over, and those top 5 charts. So our first item we covered was the tool belt ad for the week, Ichimoku Cloud. It's a chart used in technical analysis that shows support and resistance and momentum and trend directions. I find it to be helpful if I'm trying to figure out if we're having a bullish or a bearish lean because it's a leading indicator. So I really like to use Ichimoku Cloud. And overall, here's the statistics. You can Google this. 5 calculations used to generate the cloud. It uses moving averages and EMAs. Bottom line, the trend is up when prices are above the cloud. The trend is down when prices are below the cloud, and chop flat when prices are in the cloud. So I keep it simple, and that's how I use the cloud. So let me show you how I use the cloud in the NBEV trade. As you can see here, NBEV was underneath this thick part of the cloud. This is the 1 hour chart, and it was banging right up against it because this is resistance. It has to wait for a thin part of the cloud, and excuse my jargon because I'm sure there's technical parts to this, more technical words, but the thin part to actually get through and break resistance. So it scooted around this cloud for hours, and from over a day and a couple of pre-market and after hour periods before it could get to this thin part and clear out. So that was a bullish signal to me that the red cloud was thinning. And then as soon as it punctured it the first time, that was one of my entries. So I hope that helps. That was just a quick overview of what we did yesterday. So now I'm just going to go over a few charts. CGC. CGC daily equilibrium, there's literally nothing I can say that would be any better or insightful than Dan has covered in his video, but this was ranked as one of our top 5 chart patterns that we want to trade this week. CGC daily with 55.69 resistance and $55 resistance. $55 break would be a bull break of this daily equilibrium. We have support at 48.64 and 48.50. Decreasing bear volume is good. RSI is pointing down. Not so good. TCG pointing down. And another item we covered yesterday was SOTIMA, slope of the EMA. Slope of the EMAs are really important. So in this example, green is the 4 EMA. Let's see if I can expand this at all. Red is the 8 EMA. When you see a TCG bull cross and then the EMAs get a 45-degree angle, that is very bullish. And if it's pointing downwards, the slope, that is very bearish. So when it gets this steeper slope, you can expect more volatility and for the trend to continue. So that was just another little tidbit from BYOC. It did lose the middle Bollinger Band on the daily. I think we have some bullish action in pre-market, and maybe it's trying to regain it now. Bitcoin, again, Dan covers this very thoroughly, the equilibrium that's going on in Bitcoin. It's a perfect falling wedge. I probably could adjust my lines just a little bit and make it even more perfect. But we have these prerequisite amount of touches on this monthly falling wedge. The measured move via fibs is approximately to 14,500 if we were to get a bull break of this monthly equilibrium. So this was voted the top pattern that we covered yesterday. Intel weekly, bullish falling wedge. You can see I used wicks on this falling wedge. The bodies weren't as clean. It was really clean on the bottom, but not the top. So still psychology of a wedge invalid because we used the wicks. The TCG EMAs are turning up, RSI turning up, MACD bull cross approaching, increasing bull volume. We need to break 48.86 on the weekly for a higher high, but we did get a daily bull break of this wedge. So this is one of my top watches for the week. Twitter, and I'm sorry I'm not giving credit for who posted these charts initially. I think Angara posted Twitter and Intel if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so on Twitter weekly, we have a head and shoulders pattern. Bear break would be 26.60. A bull break would be 36.15. So we have bear and bull volume decreasing. So this will be interesting to see how this resolves. Again, top watch for me. And then finally, WDO. I think Matt posted this one. This is a TSX ticker. So WDO.TO on the monthly. We have a cup and handle pattern. We have resistance at 383 and 440. We have support at 295 and all the way down at $1.71. But you can drill down to smaller time frames to get more nearby supports. The measure move on a bull break of this cup and handle is approximately 168%. That would take months, of course, to play out. But that is a good looking chart. So that is all from me. I hope to see you at next Sunday's BYOC if you were unable to make yesterday. Have a good day. Let's go get it.